Ready for more skeleton jokes? How do skeletons contact other skeletons? They use a telephone. What do you call a foolish skeleton? A bonehead. And what did the skeleton student do at the library? He boned up on his exams. And what did the skeleton say to the vampire? You suck. And why do skeletons laugh at all of these jokes? Because they all have a funny bone. And how do skeletons know it's going to be a raining day? We can feel it in our bones. And why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets under our skin. More skeleton jokes? Don't mind if I do. Why were the police looking for this skeleton? He was bad to the bone. What kind of plate do skeletons eat on? Bone china. Why couldn't the skeleton skydive? He didn't have the guts. Why does a skeleton laugh? Because someone's tickling his funny bone. And what happened to the pirate ship that sank at sea? It came back as a skeleton crew. How do skeletons in France say hello? Bonjour. And why do skeletons drink milk? Because it's good for your bones. More skeleton jokes? Don't mind if I do. What do skeletons say as they head out to sea? Bon voyage! What do you call a silly skeleton? A numbskull. And what do old skeletons complain about? Aching bones! When do skeletons smile? When something tickles their funny bone. And why don't skeletons like cold weather? It sends chills up their spine. And what do you call a skeleton snake? A rattler. And what do skeletons do when they're bored? They watch Skelevision. And why could one skeleton tell the other was lying? He could see right through him. Are you ready for more skeleton jokes? What do you call a skeleton who uses a doorbell? A dead ringer. Why didn't the skeleton dance at the Halloween party? He had no body to dance with. Why didn't the skeleton go to the scary movie? He didn't have the guts. What do skeletons say before they begin eating? Bon appetit! And what does a skeleton say to someone they're angry with? I've got a bone to pick with you. And why didn't the skeleton eat spicy food? He didn't have the guts for it. And what is a skeleton's favorite food? Spare ribs. It's time for more skeleton jokes. What do skeletons hate about winter? The cold goes right through them. What kind of pasta do Italian skeletons eat? Elbow macaroni. How did the skeleton know it was going to rain? He could feel it in his bones. And what kind of candy do skeletons avoid? Jawbreakers. And what do you call the skeleton who rings the little bell during our holidays? A dead ringer. And who won the skeleton beauty pageant? Besides me, of course. Nobody. Are you ready for more skeleton jokes? How did skeletons send mail in the old days? The Pony Express. What did the skeleton say to his longtime girlfriend? Will you marry me? And why can't skeletons be church musicians? Because they don't have any organs. Who is the most famous French skeleton? Napoleon Bonaparte. And what do you call a skeleton who stays out in the snow too long? A numbskull. What's that? You want to hear more skeleton jokes? What do you call a skeleton who always tells lies? A funny bunny. What instrument do hip skeletons play? A saxophone. What happened to the boat that sank in a river full of piranha fish? It returned with a skeleton crew. And what happened to the skeleton who sat in the desert too long? He became bone dry. And why are skeletons so relaxed? Because nothing gets under their skin. What's that? It's time for more skeleton jokes? Why did the skeleton stay home from school? He was running a femur. Why was the skeleton underground? Because a dog buried him. And what type of artist was a skeleton? A sculptor. And why did the skeleton cross the road? To get to the body shop. And what type of movie do skeletons watch? Spine tinglers. And what kind of pictures do skeletons post? Skelefis. And why did the skeleton ride the motorcycle? Because he was born to be wild. How much do skeleton elephants weigh? A skeleton. It's time for more skeleton jokes. Are you ready? What do you call a skeleton who won't work? Lazy bones. What did the French skeleton call his friend? Bon ami. And what song do skeleton bikers ride to? Born to be wild. What kind of skeleton birds do skeletons find at the beach? Sea skulls. You take care. Ready for more skeleton jokes? What has 1,854 bones and catches flies? A skeleton baseball team. Who is the most famous skeleton? Sherlock Bones. And why did the skeleton run up the tree? Because a dog wanted to eat his bones. Get back, get back. And finally, what was the skeleton's favorite musical instrument? A trombone. Doo, 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 doo.